Webinar today, Eliminating the Receiving Bottleneck. My name is Todd Baggett. I'm President and CEO of Redline Solutions, and joining me today is Carol Golsch, our Director of Product Management. Redline was started back in 1997. Our headquarters are in Santa Clara, California, and we have offices in Central and Southern California. We're the leader in produce inventory and traceability solutions and have over 150 customer sites that are handling over 400 million cartons per year. What makes Redline unique is that we provide the hardware, the software, the professional services, and the equipment maintenance to take care of everything, as well as the labels for case and pallet printing. Redline has a whole chain traceability suite, and all of our applications manage inventory and traceability between harvest and shipment. We enable PTI case and pallet labeling. Our systems are easy to use, barcode driven, and standards based. We use rugged mobile computers, and we provide a complete audit log that includes the date, time, and the operator and process that was being performed. Our systems manage internal traceability and publish to external systems. Our open architecture allows for ease of integration, and our investment protection allows you to move licenses between products. So let's talk about receiving. The challenge is at harvest, it's a busy time, and the receiving area can get backed up quickly, and drivers can't unload, and trucks are rolling out into the street, causing congestion. The receiving slowdowns delay the trucks from unloading, which also slows them down from picking up their next load. And the longer the product's out in the heat, the shorter its shelf life. Also, in the rush of getting the product received and cooled, the data that's written onto forms or keyed into a receiving system can be inaccurate. So if we look at the process today, everybody does it a little bit different, but in a typical receipt process, you either have a manual field tag or an orchard ticket, which is a handwritten document that comes from the field or the orchard that identifies who the grower is, what the ranch or commodity, variety, and block are, also including the lot number. In some cases, people are issuing manual or pre-printed bin tags, and in those cases, they're typically applied in the orchard by the harvest crew, and the data is often handwritten on the tag, and then at receipt, that information needs to be viewed and then keyed into or written down onto the receiving sheet. So what we do to add technology to the process is with Redline Field, our field pack solution, we actually are able to handle the case labeling and to get that information collected in the field and synchronize that so that when it arrives, it can be quickly identified and automatically received into the grower accounting system. We have recently introduced a product called Redline Receipt, which is for tree fruit or bulk harvest bin packing. And in that situation, we're pre-printing a bin tag and sending it out for the harvest. That then gets applied in the field, and when it comes back in, we're able to scan the barcode, and that enables us to see what it is and quickly bring it in for receipt and put away. So let me start with Redline Field. Redline Field is, as I mentioned, a field pack solution, and it manages the case label printing and the traceability elements. It allows you to do auto receiving into the grower accounting system, because what we're doing is we're actually applying a pallet tag in the field associating the case label, and when it is received, you're able to scan that data and verify what it is and instantly bring it in. But let's review the whole process. First of all, the harvest starts with a plan, and that harvest plan can be set up in the office from work orders or estimates, or it can also be set up from the scan gun out in the field, which allows you to make changes as they come up. The labels can be printed in the office and sent out to the field crew, or they can actually be printed in the field from the mobile device using a portable printer. The third step is once you've got those traceability labels printed and applied to your cases, you can actually scan a pallet tag and then read a case label, and it will look up that particular item, identify what it is, and identify what the standard pallet quantity is. As long as it's that standard quantity, you simply capture the data. If you need to, because the pallet is short, you can override that quantity on the pallet, and it's ready for shipment. What then happens is that the data on the handheld device actually synchronizes with the office so that when that load arrives, the information's already there. And here as we go into the receiving step, what you can see is they're scanning that pallet label with the barcode scanner, and that instantly brings up the information about what that product is and what the quantity is. This makes the receiver's job very simple. They simply have to verify it is in fact the right product and it's the right quantity. Once they've done that, we're able to receive the product and move it into the grower accounting system. This allows us to get the trucks in and out quickly and allows your team to handle more product in a shorter amount of time. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn things over to Carol Golsch, who's going to walk us through Redline receipt and bin receiving.
Thank you, Todd. Well, as Todd mentioned, Redline has two solutions that both address the need for our customers to rapidly receive their product once it's been harvested and brought to the receiving facility. Todd has spoken to Field, and now let's talk a little bit about receipt. As you might guess from the photo on the screen, this is really about receiving bulk product in bins as opposed to Field, which has its emphasis on receiving product packed into the cases in the field. So receipt has its strengths in managing your bin tag printing, receiving against a harvest, and of course receiving into your grower accounting system, which is one of the key areas where we attain speed and improve the processes. One of the great things about our approach is that we virtually eliminate wasted time. Everything moves much more quickly and smoothly upon receipt at the facility. You don't have to worry about manually entering the bin data into a PC. You don't have to worry about that process slowing down your put away of the product into the cooler. And you don't have to worry about the amount of time that trucks are sitting in your yard. You'll be able to get them up and out on the road faster than before. So let's take a quick look at our process here. The first step, is, as with Field, is that you need to have your pre-printed tags. Here's an example of a bin tag with, of course, the most important item being the barcode. And the barcode will encapsulate all of the information, including the grower, the block, the variety, etc. But these are also printed on the tag in human-readable form so that anyone walking by the bin can quickly understand exactly what's on the product. There's also some spaces here for additional information to be handwritten on. We know that continues to be an important part of the ever-moving target of harvesting in, for example, in an orchard where you might have multiple picks during the course of the season. So as your fruit is harvested and the bins are loaded onto the trucks with their tags and they're brought to the facility, they'll be checked in, and the harvest receipt will be used to record the details of the truck and the quantity of items brought in. You'll see an example of that screen here where a receipt number can be added or automatically generated, the quantity of bins entered, and you can enter the such things as the carrier ID or the bill of lading before you move on to the next step, which is to evaluate the tags that are on the bins that are on the truck. It's often the case, as we all know, that tags might get blown away during the process of being trucked to the facility. They might have accidentally been scribbled on, and so sometimes you need to reprint those tags. And so we offer the ability to create new bin tags for ones that are simply missing their tags, or to update bin tags in the event that perhaps what's in that bin isn't exactly ambrosia, but might be in fact red delicious. At that point then, as the product is received, it can be quickly moved to the location designated on the receipt screen. And as we all know, from time to time, you need to be able to move things around in the facility, and Redline Receipt offers the ability to handle a move while still quickly doing this and keeping your inventory up to date at all times. What's the benefit of this and the results? Well, the result is that on arrival at the cooler or the CA room, you can quickly scan, receive, and put away the product. And the benefit of that is you're protecting the product from damage and you're extending its shelf life. Another point is you don't have to worry about the slowness or the error-prone nature of manual data entry. Because you're scanning a barcode that has all the information in it, this goes very quickly. It's scan, 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 put away. It's much quicker than any manual process. Missing and incorrect bin tags can be corrected on the fly by the drivers, putting the ownership of the problem in their hands, enabling them to do this without interrupting office staff who may be engaged in other important tasks. Another benefit is that you're not going to have that backlog of trucks, sometimes spilling out into the public roadway when your yard is filled. And your trucks will be cleared out more quickly, sent off to get the next load, and your team prepared to handle the next incoming load as fast as possible. So what's the net-net? Success in receiving, it's about efficiency. The faster you can get things handled, put away, logged into your grower accounting, trucks back on the road, the better it is for virtually every aspect of your business. Whether that means that it's enabling your sales team to better understand what inventory is available, your operations team to better understand what inventory is available to pack. All of the time, the benefit of the Redline receipt is that the information in your grower accounting system is kept up to date, ready for access, and ready for you to continue on with business during the course of that busy harvest.
Great. Well, thank you, Carol. And that concludes our webinar for today. If you'd like to see others, please visit our website, www.redlineforproduce.com.